I need NOS. I need NOS. Neri, I need it by tonight.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NOS channel. Today we are going to be taking the 240SX to the dyno shop. They got us a Link ECU and a bunch of new sensors. So we're gonna drop off some cash, pay for that, go pick up a trailer, and yeah, load up that 240, get it over there. They can install the new ECU and some new sensors and everything, and we'll get on the road to that 400 horsepower we're aiming for. So that's pretty exciting. We're gonna get it on the dyno. Hopefully everything goes smoothly, but it's gonna be a little bit till we get it on the dyno. But for now, we just gotta get it to the shop, get that ECU going, get that Link installed, get rid of this old EMU classic that's in there that is really unusable and not up to today's standards. So we wanna build a reliable power that we can really beat the snot out of this thing. So we're gonna add a bunch of sensors to be able to monitor everything. We're gonna run safe power levels, so that way hopefully this thing lasts with this new motor that's in here. And yeah, we'll be at the shop in no time here. We'll probably check out some cool cars while we're there, drop off some cash, go grab a trailer, pick up the 240 and bring it back to the shop. Got the crack juice to get me through the day here. Not a sponsor, but I wish they were, because I'm definitely addicted now. We also got our stack of $5 grand ready to drop on the desk, pay for these parts and get this dyno tuning on the go. Got a mediocrely beautiful day in the Okanagan here, so let's go. Well, right at the end of that last little video there, I pointed it out. There was a cop sitting there doing radar, and I was doing 20 over coming up that hill, and he just kind of gave me the slow down a little, so that was lucky. Good thing we're in the inconspicuous Silverado here, nothing too fancy about it, but if we were in anything else, for sure we would have gotten pulled over. So right on. Pretty lucky. But yeah, the weather is real nice here at the moment. It was pretty cold for the last few days. Right now we're sitting around 7-8 degrees. Snow is just starting to come down the mountainside, and work's slowing down, so I'm getting pretty excited for sledding season. So can't wait to get on the mountains, but we need a little more snow, that's for damn sure. I think there's about 12 inches up at the cabins and stuff where we ride. So come December, hopefully the car will be getting tuned by then, the Huracan should be here by then, and snow should be here by then, so we should be sledding and we should have a bunch more content to go from here. But yeah, off to the shop, let's go. Alright, we have arrived. What do we have there? Anyway, Classified Motorsports, this is where we're going to be doing all of our tuning and any of the wiring, harness stuff, and ECU upgrades. And that's a good look into the future, possibly what a 240 will look like, other than that's a Skyline. Alright, got the trailer home. Looking pretty steep. Might have to jack this up a little bit just to level that out a bit. We'll get this car loaded. Alright, we got her loaded up, and we just gotta stop and fill it up with fuel. Oh my god, look at that. There's this guy in the mirror here. It is super smashed in. Anyway, yeah, we gotta get some fuel put in this thing because it's pretty much empty, and they're gonna probably burn through a lot tuning it and breaking in the engine and everything like that. Talked to them last time about the difference between Chevron 94 and Shell 91, and the Shell 91 apparently in Kelowna is even better than the Chevron 94. Apparently it's just crap. They did a bunch of dyno testing with the same vehicle, running different fuels to see, and it was quite substantial difference. I guess it was like an 80 horsepower difference between some of the fuels, the Costco fuel and the Chevron and the Shell and whatever else. So we'll stop, put some Shell in it, I guess, and we'll go from there. We might eventually run some E85 or a blend of the two at some point, but for this point on, for now anyway, we're just gonna go on regular pump gas and see what we can get for numbers. And if I get bored of that amount of power, then in the future we can you know, go from there and build some more power, replace the fuel pump with something bigger, and do a flex fuel sensor so it'll automatically sense the fuel on its own and tune according to what's in the tank type thing. But for now, we're trying to stick within budget, so we'll just do a basic tune, and not just basic, we're gonna have a couple of tunes on a switch. We're gonna basically do a asshole tune with a bunch of flames and pops and bangs, and then we will do a full horsepower tune that's set up just for, you know, going fast, everyday driving type thing. Maybe we'll do 3 tunes, you know, a light drivability tune, a race tune, and a pops and bangs flame tune. So yeah, we'll stop here and get some fuel, and we'll head over to the tuning shop and go from there. Just kidding, it's gonna have to be a Chevron because
the destination is on the left.
There is no Shell station anywhere near me, so this will have to do. Well, that was frustrating. Gas door wouldn't open, so I had to get this guy that was at the pump next to me with a sick Audi S5 to help me pry it open. Well, I pressed the button down, but we got it all sorted and just gave the tab a little bend, and she filled right up, or popped right out, and we'll fill her up. It's 80 bucks for the 94 from Chevron, so hopefully that's good enough. We'll see. That's probably what I'm gonna run in it most of the time anyway, because that's what's the most accessible to me in Vernon. So we'll see how she goes with the numbers with that fuel, and see when we run out of fuel and start getting knock and whatnot. But we're just arriving here back at Classified. We'll get this thing unloaded, go over everything that's done to the motor so they know the build sheet basically, and then we can leave it in their hands, wait for dyno day. She lives here now. And of course it wouldn't start. Well, that's her. Went over a bunch of things. Whatever reason it's not running now, the biggest thing is going to be wiring and making sure the ignition and everything's good, because it sounds like it's running on a couple cylinders, but everything's brand new. I really think it's a wiring. With the wiring issue, it could be anything. I think it's something to do with the ECU and the way it's plumbed up, and I really didn't see a map sensor in there, so maybe it's running off the internal one on the ECU, but they're going to have a good look at it. They've ordered the new Link ECU, so that should be here in about 3 days, and then should be able to start playing into the wiring, getting everything set there, get that all dialed in and cleaned up, and then they'll call me when it's dyno tune time, and we'll get it here, or I'll come back here and hopefully watch this thing pull some good numbers, shoot some flames, and we can take it home. Hopefully there's no snow on the roads by then, so we can drive it around and get it on the road. But till then, subscribe, follow along, and we'll see you in the next one.